Former ANC MP Vincent Smith and former Bosasa Chief Operating Officer Angelo Agrizzi are expected to appear at the Palm Ridge Magistrate's Court today. Smith made his first appearance without Agrizzi earlier this month and was granted bail. I want to bring in our reporter Samkele Maseko to give us the latest with regards to this. Samkele, very good morning to you. So bail was for Vincent Smith was fixed at, if I can recall correctly, 30,000 Rand. Agrizzi didn't appear at that time. Just remind us about the charges that they are facing.
Yes, indeed, Blaine. The last time Vincent Smith appeared here at the Palm Ridge Specialized Commercial Crimes Court, he was granted 30,000 Rands bail, and he was supposed to hand over his passport to the investigating officer, and he was supposed to notify law enforcement agencies if he were to travel outside the province of Gauteng 24 hours prior to his aspired destination of travel within the country. He is not allowed to travel outside the country, but Angelo Agrizzi, the former Chief Operations Officer of African Global Operations, formerly trading as Bosasa, did not appear alongside his co-accused Vincent Smith and Euroblitz, a company belonging to Vincent Smith. Whilst he was still the chairperson of the Correctional Services Portfolio Committee, Vincent Smith is facing charges of fraud and corruption, which amounts to about 800,000 rands that he received from Bosasa, which is now trading as African Global Operations. Angelo Agrizzi, who sang, like some of our colleagues say, like a canary when he was on the stand at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, dropping files on senior ANC politicians within the National Executive Committee and also senior ANC politicians within the legislative arm of the state in the various chairperson portfolio committees in Parliament, did receive huge chunks of bribes and monies allegedly from Gavin Watson, the owner and CEO of African Global Operations, formerly trading as Bosasa. But Angelo Agrizzi did not appear in the last appearance due to ill health. It remains a question whether he will appear here today, but we do know that Vincent Smith has arrived here at the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court in Palm Ridge. He's sitting outside, and court is expected to get underway at about 8:30 this morning.
Why is it doubtful that Agrizzi will appear?
It doesn't look, because when we spoke to some of our sources in the investigative directorate, they weren't so sure themselves if Angelo Agrizzi would be appearing today. They had not yet received confirmation of whether he had gotten better from his ill health. You'd remember in the last court appearance of Vincent Smith, the legal representatives did state that Angelo Agrizzi is currently incapacitated as he was hospitalized. You'd remember also that Angelo Agrizzi is a self-confessed racist, where he said that he's a racist at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, and he was forced to apologize for some of his comments. And it doesn't look, with the investigative directorate has not yet been clear themselves if he would be appearing here at the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court this morning. But we wait with anticipated breath to see if Angelo Agrizzi will indeed be appearing. But one question comes to mind here, Blaine. Did you remember that Vincent Smith was told to hand himself over to the Alberton police station? Was Angelo Agrizzi offered the same treatment as Vincent Smith, to offer himself over to the police, or was he arrested, or will he simply appear here at the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court? These are some of the clarities that need to be cleared when it comes to the issue of the arrest of Angelo Agrizzi.
With regards to Vincent Smith's plea, if I could recall correctly, he pleaded not guilty, correct?
Vincent Smith is definitely pleading not guilty. He's been taped on numerous occasions at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry in various media interviews that he has done, that he is innocent, he has done nothing wrong, and he will definitely be proving his innocence here at the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court. That you remember also that when Vincent Smith received those chunks of money from Bosasa, now trading as African Global Operations, he did state that one of those amounts was a loan to pay for one of his children's school fees who are studying in the United Kingdom. And he did say that the various monies that he had received were loans. There were also allegations of security upgrades at his home in Roodepoort. So these are some of the issues that he is currently plaguing in. And also, the second co-accused in this particular trial is Euroblitz, a company that is situated at Melrose Arch, which belongs to Vincent Smith. I'm not sure if it's still trading at this point in time. That company had received a total amount of about 380,000 rands from Bosasa.
So, you know, Vincent Smith is, some would regard him as a household name of late, but just talk to us about some of the senior positions he has held over the years.
Vincent Smith, you won't say, is a senior politician when it comes to the issues of political imaginations within the African National Congress. I don't recall Vincent Smith sitting in any decision-making structure of the organization in the African National Congress. He's a member of the ANC in Gauteng. I don't remember him being a member of the Provincial Executive Committee of the ANC in the province of Gold, or the economic hub of the country. I don't remember him being an REC member in the region of Johannesburg or being an ANC National Executive Committee member, but he was a senior member of the ANC in the parliamentary process, as he did chair a number of portfolio committees. He was the chairperson of the Correctional Services Portfolio Committee when African Global Operations was tendering for a number of contracts within the correctional services facilities in the country, and he ultimately did meet and did have at some point a hostile attitude towards Bosasa because of the negative publicity the company was receiving. That was some of the testimony that also one of the Bosasa associates was recently at the State Capital Commission of Inquiry. That would be ANC chairperson of chairpersons, Cedric Froelich, did highlight at the State Capital Commission of Inquiry of how Vincent Smith got to meet the notorious Watson brothers and also Gavin Watson in particular, and to have a relationship with African Global Operations, now trading as Bosasa. But he definitely held senior positions within the ANC parliamentary caucus, but never held a senior position within the ANC leadership positions in the organization itself. So he's a former senior ANC parliamentarian.
All right, Samkele Maseko, live for us there. Watching the scenes, we'll no doubt go back to him with further developments on this case.